Scottish Boxing News here with Michael Mcgurk. Michael, how you doing?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad. Obviously, your last fight was back in November. First round knockout as well.
Aye, through Josh Taylor undercard, so it was a good fight. Well, it was what it was. Guy wasn't really up to much, caught him with a left hook, and that was it.
Is that one of those ones where you sort of just being part of the night is the main thing and just getting more exposure?
Aye and no. The night in general was a bit of a disaster. I was meant to be sort of later on in the card, then last minute I get moved to first, I think I was. So majority of my supporters weren't even there at the time, so it was a bit of a nightmare, but all in all a good weekend. I suppose we get the win, that's the main thing.
Most of the supporters did see you win previous though with Southampton fighting for the belt.
I took quite a good support down at Southampton. That was a really good night, really good week.
Yeah, obviously beating Yeshnov inside the 6 rounds, obviously the cut on your eye.
It was a crank cut. It was a good fight to be fair, but I felt I was winning comfortably. I thought maybe another round or two and I would have stopped him. It was just, I could feel his punches just getting weaker and weaker as the fight progressed. Even after the first, he's taking his time getting up off his stool, and right away that's a sign. I was feeling great, I was feeling strong, fit, so I mean, I was annoyed right enough that it got stopped because he had cut, and I completely forgot the rules, that I forgot that because it was a clash of heads, it goes to the scorecard. So to start with I was keeping raging. And I went back to my corner, and my corner Lawrence, he's telling me, calm down, it's alright, don't worry about it, you've won, it doesn't matter. I just, adrenaline, completely forgot, I wasn't even listening to him, I was still annoyed. And obviously they announced it, and that was it for there, it was brilliant.
Aye, some cut as well, I mean, that was...
It was a cracker. You know, I didn't even need that many stitches as well, I think it was only maybe 7. Then within about a week it was back to normal, I took the stitches out and that was it was fine. Quick killer.
And it was obviously on TV as well, so yeah, your fans back home, there's a few pictures of like in the pub and stuff, your home support.
Right away I was getting sent videos of the pub going absolutely crazy. The pub with sponsors and actually the stables, it was wild. I've still got the videos on my phone, it's brilliant.
Yeah. How did you get into boxing?
Bit of a strange story. My dad was a karate teacher, so I done karate for years. But with karate, you're not allowed to punch in the face, you're not allowed to punch hard in the belly and stuff like that as a young kid. And then a boxing club opened in View Park, which is just down the road for me, so me, my brother, my cousin went, and I had to stick at it, and they all sort of fell away.
Yeah. What age were you then?
I think I started about 9, 10 year old, 15 years ago now. Too long.
I stuck with it. Like your amateur career, what was that like?
It was not too bad. I was very light as an amateur, I think. I mean, I was 52 kilos when I was 18. And obviously I took a growth spurt. I was a late bloomer. But no, it was good. I think I only had roughly about 40 odd fights, but I mean that was me boxing for years. Just because of the weight I boxed at, there wasn't really that many people. But I won a few international tournaments, a few Scottish titles, Western District titles, all that sort of stuff. So I had done pretty good.
I was looking back through and you can see like your box sort of like Charlie Flynn and stuff, obviously size difference a bit now. But,
yeah. Even then that was me. I think I'd moved from 52 kilos up to 60 kilos and I boxed in. Then after that I think my next fight was at 70. Yeah. Just all in like the space of a year as well, it was mad.
Did you always have the intention of going pro after that or?
I did. See, I was really keen on maybe going to Commonwealth Games at the time. But because of the growth spurt, it kind of took me out of it. Even, I was meant to go to the Youth Commonwealth Games, 52 kilos, but I couldn't make it at all. I was killing myself to make it. I was just one of the unfortunate ones that was sort of grew when I was a wee bit older. And at that time it was a nightmare, so I was like, to make the 52 kilos, I was running 3 times a day as well as training, constantly wearing sweatsuits. It was horrible.
What age were you then doing that?
17, so 17, 18.
Especially when you're growing as well, doing all the
sweatsuits and stuff. It didn't work. I mean, there was times in training where there was nothing in me. I would need to lie down. I was feeling absolutely terrible. It was horrible. But, I mean, there's not really much to do with it now. Looking back on it, it's probably a bit of a blessing in disguise. I mean, I've grown now. I'm still growing into my weight. I'm super welterweight, so I mean, I'm getting bigger still, and I'm still making the weight. I'm feeling good at the weight. So I mean, it's a learning curve. I diet properly now. I've got my good sponsor, Taste Buds. They prepare all my meals for me, so it's half the battle now.
Yeah. What was your first fight like when you were pro?
It didn't last very long. It was in the St Andrews Sporting Club in the Burn Supper. So I went out and I think it was the first 10 seconds I caught him with a left hook. That was it. Obviously the 10 count, so I think officially it was maybe like 20 seconds, 21 seconds or something like that. So another cracking night. After that I went straight to McDonald's, you know.
I suppose you built it up so much in your head, like your first like pro fight.
It was mad, you know. I had got into stupid shape, like insane. Obviously for the 4-rounder, and then just right away, I think the guy, Matt Searay, he came towards me. I just threw an uppercut and a left hook, and I just caught him clean right in the temple, and that was it. He just went down and couldn't recover from it.
Aye. You're obviously a Celtic fan, and Neil Lennon was there as well.
I know. You'd see the worst that he offered me, obviously, to get in training him at the time he was dating Celtic. So I've phoned up Celtic to find out about it. Turns out that I had to go through insurances and all that, so I was like, what rubbish. Just give me a free tour, that'll do.
Did you get a free tour?
I did, but you know, I've got to get the letter in the house that they sent out to give me the free tour, and I never even went. I was straight back into training camps. I never had time.
You're obviously still undefeated in that title win. Obviously wanting to kick on this year.
Aye, definitely. After sort of catching that title, the WBC Youth Silver, obviously that put me sort of good ranking and stuff like that at the time. I've been a wee bit inactive, been a bit unlucky this year. I was meant to fight Mark Kerr in January, then I went out a run in the snow, fell, hurt my wrist, then I was meant to be fighting on the 3rd of March, broke my hand in Sparm in February, so far it's been a shite year. But on the plus side, it can't get any worse.
Aye, and that was for Sam Ball for that?
Aye, that was meant with Sam Ball for the Celtic title in March. I mean, it'd have been great if I got both of the fights. I could be sitting here with 3 titles rather than 1, but so we'll get the opportunities. I know that we'll get the opportunities, so it's not something I'm worried about.
Yeah. When's your next fight planned for?
I've just waiting to find out. I'll hopefully find out in the next week or 2. I just signed with MTK Global, so I'm really looking forward to the future now. They're massive, so there's a good chance that I'll be out hopefully soonish. I've just started punching sort of lightly with my hand again, so I'm starting to feel a wee bit stronger and getting there with that. So we're hoping maybe sort of end in May time, then after that hopefully a Celtic title and then move on to bigger and better.
What was the reason behind picking MTK over, say, your other promoters out
there? It's just, I mean, they've risen to the top so quickly. The stable of boxers they've got is unreal. It's mad how sort of quickly they've actually got to where they are. Obviously they're huge, they're working with Frank, they're working with everybody. They've got the TV deals, they're working with IFL TV as well. So I mean the exposure that they can give everybody is just mad, and there's a massive gap in Scottish boxing for it.
Yeah.
So I mean we need a big promoter up in Scotland that's going to come here and bring the TV deals and bring all the sort of the publicity with it, and I think MTK is definitely the one to do it.
I've got a quote from you back in 2016. You said, this is an exciting time for Scottish boxing. There's lots of young guys with unbeaten records, and it won't be before long the headlines shown to this country on a regular basis, and that'll be within 1 or 2 years. Stand by that.
100%. Scottish boxing is booming. See, it's actually mad how sort of well Scottish boxing is doing now. British boxing, brilliant, but I think over the next sort of year or two you'll see Scottish boxing, maybe even I would go as far to say, take over a lot of weight divisions in Scotland, especially the super welterweight division.
Who's sort of the most exciting prospects you think at the moment in Scotland?
In Scotland? Oh, there's too many to name, and I would feel bad if I didn't name anybody. There's plenty, to be fair. That's the thing. It's MTK's just signed a few. Obviously me and Kieran Smith, they signed us at the same time. You've got loads. There's far too many to name. Far too many.
Good stuff. Sorry. You were Lockstock Promotions before, was that with Limond? How do you know him? Just to...
Well, Rolly Lemon, who trains with in the gym with us, so it's ideal. He trains with my coach, Lawrence Murphy. So I've known Rolly for a while, so I get involved with him, and obviously I get the chance to fight for that title. Took that. I was only with Willie, I think, a year. But it was brilliant for me. Not get a bad word to say about Willie. Some guy to have in the gym as well. He's a good laugh.
Yeah. Obviously, a big part of professional boxing in Scotland is your sponsors and like Elite Fitness and you others. Big helps.
Well, you see, I'm quite lucky. Right now, I've got the 4 sponsors. Obviously, Elite Fitness. We're got all the day. Cracking gym, by the way. Tastewoods and Belsill. They provide me with all my meals and sort of training camps. So it absolutely takes care of my diet. I don't need to worry about what to eat. I just shove a meal in the microwave after training, that's me. I've got Animalia Apparel who provide me with all my training gear. And obviously they help me train as well. And the Stables Bar in View Park, where you'll see that crazy video.
Is there any particular fighter that you want to get in the ring with?
Do you know, there's not. And it's a division, the super welterweight division is completely wide open. It's mad how wide, every title is vacant more or less in sort of domestic level. Obviously Mark Kerr just won the middleweight title, that's a fight that I would take. Sam Ball's been pretty inactive, to be fair, and he's welterweight I think. I don't know if he's moving up to super welter, I'm not sure, I've not really heard much to be honest. But I mean, I'm looking at a higher level, if I'm being honest. I'm wanting British and Commonwealth titles. Scottish titles, I mean, it's a good title, but my sights are definitely set on sort of further and more major titles.